This is our bed. It's very comfortable. We had a really good night's sleep. We were late going to bed last night because we were sitting up and chatting and we had a late night snack. Grand day rising, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Dan and I are here in Whitby and we're staying at Broomfield House, which is a private guest house on Broomfield Terrace in Whitby. I paid £196.91 through hotels.com. Broomfield House is one of those places that is cheaper to book direct with them, but hotels.com had given me a £30 discount. The lovely owner Steve gave us a free room upgrade and we've got lovely views towards the park and the adjacent Quaker burial ground. It's a lovely view. We had rain last night. Entry was via a key lockbox, but everything was ready for us. And this place is only a few minutes walk down the hill to the harbour and the railway station, Trench's fish and chip shop, and all the shops and cafes, bars and pubs and attractions that Whitby has to offer. So let's take a look around. You've got these lovely old sash windows. I must say this road reminds me of the address that myself, my brother and my parents lived at in Sheffield before we emigrated to Zambia for a while. That too was a lovely area and was near the botanical gardens. The houses down here remind me so much of that area of Sheffield. Brings back some very fond memories. I love these curtains. They pull freely along the track. We've got a pole track. I love the fabric. It's similar to the William Morris patterns. And here is the area for teas and coffees. So we've got the kettle and two good sized teacups and saucers. We brought some oranges with us. There were some border biscuits waiting for us. We haven't eaten these yet. Butterscotch crunch. Dan will enjoy those probably. That's our kitchen roll. And then here are all the bits and bobs. So we've got Lions coffee, good brand, and Yorkshire tea, my favourite. A chamomile. Then there's Nescafe. We don't do Nestle. And there's normal sugar and there's sweeteners as well. And I think we've got some brown sugars, which if you take sugar with coffee, that's the one to have. It's usually Demerara. And then down here is the mini fridge. There was some milk waiting for us in the fridge. That's my water. The fridge is going to be very useful during our stay. I do like the little chandeliers. These houses are all Victorian, Edwardian, high ceilings. This is our bed. It's very comfortable. We had a really good night's sleep. We were late going to bed last night because we were sitting up and chatting and we had a late night snack. I must say, a lot of the takeaways in the northeast serve parmo, which I believe is a delicacy from Middlesbrough, which is in North Yorkshire, but it's very popular in the northeast. It's basically a chicken breast with cheese and a sauce as well. It's quite rich, but it is a speciality. I told Dan that he must try a parmo. I saw them in Norwich as well, in one or two places. Norwich is in East Anglia, so obviously the legendary Parmo is making its way further south, which isn't a bad thing. Of course, up here you'll also get an absolutely outstanding pie. So these pictures on the wall are quite sweet. It all helps to make your experience cosy and more comfortable. A nice coat rack. It's basically like a bedsit what he's given us, which is tremendous. Nice sofa. It's comfortable. I love the cushions. Again, they've got that William Morris vibe. Very nice. Bolster cushions. And then the more traditional cushion there. Jacquard fabric. Very nice. I like the colour scheme in here. I love this blanket. If it gets a bit nippy, we can always just pull that up over the duvet for extra warmth, but there are radiators as well. I like the two windows, that double aspect. Very nice. Makes your room so much lighter. It's a very traditional room. However, the technology is a bit more advanced. There's a TV here. They've got some kind of Google speaky thingy instruction, similar to Alexa, but we don't use stuff like that. And this is the old-fashioned wardrobe. It's very nice. There's plenty of room inside for all our things. Plenty of hangers. There's a fan down there if it gets warm. There's an ironing board and an iron. Nice carpet, nice and clean. Everywhere's clean. The door doesn't shut very well. You have to lift it up slightly at the bottom and then it shuts properly. And then up here, there's room to put cases. I can't quite reach there, I've got short arms. Slight bit of dust, but not much to worry about. Could probably do with a little dust up there. People forget to dust the high places, but it's so important. Always dust your lights and your high points regularly. Most of the surfaces are clean though. It's nice and clean. The linen is lovely and comfortable. We've got a pillow protector here, folks. This place has been done properly. So you've got the pillow there, you've got the pillow protector, and you've got the pillowcase. Lovely job. This man knows what he's doing. And he gave me a quick call yesterday when we were on our way up. I was having some technical problems with emails. He was very kind and emailed the map for us because I couldn't open the attachment. That was done through hotels.com. And he also texted me the key box lock number as well because I couldn't access that either. But everything's been done properly here. You've got the undersheet and then you've got a mattress protector and then you've got the bottom sheet. It's all been done properly. Very nice. Very comfortable bed. Lovely mattress. Of course, there's the chest of drawers as well, and another mirror. Then we've got these bedside cabinets. While the lamps might look a little old-fashioned, you just touch them and they come on. Everything's been properly pat tested. There we go. There's plenty of sockets. The drawers on this cabinet open and close quite easily. The furniture is in keeping with a property of this age and style. I think it's cosy. I'm not necessarily keen on the wallpaper. You know, some might say this place is a little old-fashioned, but we like it. We think it's quite charming. There's the fire warnings on the back of the door and also a note about room servicing. I love this old-fashioned light switch. Gorgeous. This is the outside area. There's no lift, it's all stairs. Fire extinguisher. And that's a QR code for Wi-Fi. Dan set my Wi-Fi up on this phone. I don't do QR codes. I avoid as much of that stuff as possible. I don't do it. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. But it wouldn't work on my other phone. I have a burner and it won't work on that. But I'm not bothered. So this is the bathroom. It's got an extractor which comes on automatically. The shower is nice and hot, easily adjustable. And the bath, Dan was happy with this bath. The bath is a little narrow for him, but Dan's a big lad. We had a nice bath before we came to bed last night, even though it was late. The shower has a habit of randomly letting water out at different times from the head. This, it says, is because it has a large shower head and it collects in it until it gets too full. It's nice and clean, this bathroom. I've already done a test in here. There's a little bit of attention needed to the ceiling. Looks like maybe a little bit of mould. But that's easily rectifiable. This sort of thing will happen in an old property where there's lots of steam created. The loo's nice and clean. I can assure you of that. That's a chip on the seat. There's a brush there if you need to use it to clean the toilet. And a little bin, paddle bin. This was folded over in the triangular manner when we arrived. That's my towel on the back there. There's a laundry bag there. We've done some laundry. Ooh. There's not much room for our smellies, but we've managed. There's this cabinet underneath, so we put some of them there. There's a spare loo roll. A nice polite notice. Understood and delivered. So, what do you think of this room? I think it's nice. It's like a bed sit, it's cosy. And we can prep some food in here as well. Dan's gone down to the co-op to get us some breakfast, some yoghurt and berries and pastries. So we don't need to spend a fortune at a cafe for our breakfast because food here is getting so expensive in the UK. Meals out, and businesses are struggling to survive. We are supporting the local shops and cafes as much as possible during our trip, but we have to work within a budget ourselves. We're away for about 10 days and we have to be careful of our funds, so we can't go mad at every meal time. And we do like our beer. If it's a choice between a bacon roll and a beer, the beer wins, rightly or wrongly. Anyway, let me have your comments below, as usual. I think all in all, it's a lovely room. Yeah, maybe a little tired in places, but it's cosy and comfortable. And the bed is very comfortable. We had a really good night's sleep. It's quiet. We've got a nice view. We're near the town centre and all the local amenities and attractions. You can even go on the Black Pearl pirate ship on a little excursion. We saw that last night. We went down to the Wetherspoons last night for a drink and then we went to the takeaway for a nibble. It's wet weather here at the moment. It rained overnight. It's still damp, but that won't put us off. There's plenty of places in this room to sit, and if we need to change our clothes and have a shower or bath, then the water is nice and hot, so we can soon warm up and change and cosy and get ready for a bit more adventure should we wish. The host is lovely, very helpful and polite. I do love the whole vibe of the building. Whitby is not an especially inexpensive place to stay. I don't think £197, just shy of, is too bad, to be honest. Not for a room like this in particular, especially one as well which is so near the local amenities and offers us a wide range of facilities within the room. I think when all is said and done, I would give this place an 8 out of 10. So that's 8 out of 10 for the Broomfield House in Whitby. And yes, we would definitely come here again. It's nice here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please share and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Ring the notification bell. Thanks ever so much for watching, and we will see you again soon for another one. Until then, bye for now.